When I was a kid, I was a member of the Australian Air League. I was a air cadet, and I loved it. I was in it for a couple of years. And then my mum and dad got divorced when I was 10, so financially that was prohibitive and we had to discontinue that. But I never actually fell out of love with flying. So let's say another 15 years drift by, something like that. I've got the means to get myself a flying lesson. So I chance upon a discount deal for a flying lesson online, and I just snaffle it up. Hadn't read the fine print. Turns out that flying lesson was at an airport 400 kilometres from where I lived. So I turned it into a weekend and off I went. And while I was taking my flying lesson, the instructor and I got to talking, and he was telling me about another chap who was doing something similar, who had basically camped out in the local pub for a couple of weeks, and his plan was to, quite literally, fly 3 times a day for 2 solid weeks, get his recreational pilot license, then go out and buy a Piper Gazelle, I think it was. Anyway, a light aircraft that you can actually fold the wings alongside the fuselage there and hook the plane to the back of a 4-wheel drive, and you can tow it around. And his retirement plan, was to pull out a chunk of money from his superannuation, buy the 4-wheel drive, buy the Gazelle, take off around Australia, and anytime he and the wife encountered a part of Australia that they thought were interesting, they would wheel the plane out, take off in a paddock, up they go, take a bunch of photos and video, and then come back down again, and around Australia they would go. And it dawned on me at that particular point in time that we probably should be, oppressing our owner clients maybe a little more, to say, hey, maybe there's a little more to retirement than gardening more, or catching up on household chores, or spending a bit of time with the grandkids. Maybe this is your third act in life, and you finally have some time and money available to you. Why not turn it into an adventure? So that is the day that I figured we should put as much energy into planning our third act as what we do businesses.